Hi, this is Mark at learnhowtogarden.com, and in today's episode of the 10-Minute Gardener I'll be showing you how to plant carrots. If you're not subscribed to us at Learn How to Garden, there is a link directly below here. If you click on that, it takes you over to our website. If you input your email address, it just means that then we can let you know every time we do a new film. When we talk about carrots, we tend to talk about, or we're thinking about, two different things. There are main crop carrots, which we grow now to use through the winter, and then there are carrots we're growing for baby carrots, which we want quicker. So for those, one of your best things is to use the sort of carrots that are designed for forcing, or small carrots. And the first thing you want to do is prepare your soil quite well. This has been raked to a really, really fine tilth. It had manure added the beginning of last year, so there's no fresh manure in this. With any root vegetables, with parsnips, carrots, things like that, you don't want fresh manure because it will actually make them fork. So instead of a long single carrot, you get these forked, sort of more or less unusable ones. And especially with my early carrots, what I like to do is broadcast it. Now, broadcasting is one of the oldest methods of sowing, and it is really what it says. You pop these carrots into your hand and you broadcast it, or cast them across the ground. And when you sow them, try not to sow them too thickly. That's because when you're growing carrots, you want them to have enough space to germinate and grow, but you want to thin them as little as possible. And that's because as you thin your carrots, they give off a scent. And that scent is absolutely heaven to the carrot root fly. This is your number one enemy. It's a little fly that all it wants to do is lay its eggs right at the top of the carrot so that the little grubs can bore inside, eat away, grow and wreck your carrots. So you want to thin them as little as possible. So we've actually sown those literally by broadcasting them. It's really quick. Then just take the flat of your hand and gently rub it across the ground to lightly cover them up. And then you're going to have to protect them. Now, the best way to protect these carrots is to get some horticultural fleece and light across the top. I have seen and I've read about people who say carrot root fly doesn't fly any more than 18 inches, which is about this high. So if you put 18 inches of fleece around, you won't get any carrot root fly into your carrots. I can understand what they're saying, but there is a slight problem. If you create any barrier, so let's say here we put this up as a barrier, wind blowing to this side of the barrier causes back pressure here. It rolls and causes back pressure, which means the wind a foot away hits that wind, sweeps up and over. You've only got to have a little carrot root fly coming in on that wind and it will sweep up and over your barrier right in to all your carrots. So my experience would be go for belt and braces and just cover it with horticultural fleece, leave that in place, let the carrots grow underneath it, and try and thin them late in the evening when it's getting cooler, and get the fleece back on as quickly as possible. And the reason we've broadcast these carrots rather than sow them in rows is that we will use the thinnings so that we can thin them out in the next few weeks as they grow, use those thinnings, and it allows the other ones to grow into slightly bigger carrots. So that's how I grow my carrots early in the year. If I was going to be growing these for main crops, I'd do exactly the same as I'd sow parsnips. So if you want to watch the parsnip video, and that will show you exactly how I sow my main crop carrots. The other great way to sow carrots, of course, is in a container, but that's in our How to Grow Carrots in a Container video. I hope you've enjoyed that. I know it's quick, I know it's easy, but the trick with carrots is keep them protected. Thanks for watching.